hope you're doing really well. Today I'm just making a video about my new turbo trainer because it looks really cool, and I asked those of you that followed me on Instagram whether you want to see me set it up and whether you want to know a little bit more about it, so that's what I'm going to do. So the turbo trainer is the Tacx Neo 2T. I'm going to try and pick it up and show it to you, but it's really heavy. I'm just going to have to pan down and show you. So it's been sent to me by Garmin. Thank you very much, Garmin. Garmin and Tacx are part of the same sort of family of companies, I guess. So what I'm going to do is I am literally going to set it up for the first time so I can use it, and whilst I'm doing that I'll tell you a bit more about it. Oh. So here it is. You can see that it actually folds up really small, which is great if you live somewhere compact or bijou, because obviously you've already got your bike hanging around, and then you can fold this away and put it to one side when you're not using it. So the Neo comes ready if you use a Shimano body and a quick release skewer. I need to change this because I've got through axles on the bike that I'm going to be using, and I use SRAM, so I've got an XD driver. So I have this part that's been sent over to me. What I need to do is get the Shimano body off and then install this cassette, and then we should be good to go once I've changed the end caps on the other side as well. So it's a super easy switch to make. I've already removed the end cap and put it down somewhere, but then you just remove the Shimano freehub, put on the SRAM one. Actually, I'm going to run off and get some grease before I put this on, so hold on a sec. This is not the greatest wrench. I'd rather have one that's the right size than an adjustable, because I feel like they damage what you're working on, but it's what I've got, so I'm going to be very careful. I have got so many tools, but no matter how many tools you have, every time you work on a bike there'll be something that you're missing. This is just some of my tools. I have an absolute ton. One day I'll have everything, and then maybe I'll do one of those cool tool boards on the wall and have everything so I can find it, because at the moment I have to run up and downstairs getting everything I need. Anyway, I'll put the cassette on next. I have got a 12-speed SRAM Force cassette here that they've sent me. This is 10 to 28 tooth. I've just realised this might not work with the gear ratio that I've got on my road bike, because I have got SRAM axis, and the front chainring ratio is different to, well, it's not a standard compact. They've changed all the ratios on SRAM axis, so let's have a look. My bike's up here. So yeah, you can see here I've got a 48 to 35 on the front, and I've actually got a 10 to 33 on the back. So it should be okay just putting the 10 to 28 the SRAM have sent me on the turbo trainer. It's not like I'm going to go up the steepest hills. Well, I don't know, I say that. The Tacx Neo 2T can actually mimic gradients of up to 25%. So maybe I do need that 33 tooth sprocket. We'll see. Now all I've got to do is put this cassette on, which is just a case of slotting it on and screwing it up. I'm just checking there is grease on there. Yeah, there is. And then replace the end cap on the other side, because it's still got the one it came with, which is for a through axle, and we can give it a go. I think we are just about ready to go. I've got to get my bike down, check that I've actually charged my batteries. I've not been doing a lot of road riding recently. And put some pedals on, and then we can see what this turbo trainer is all about. I've heard good things. It's meant to be one of the quietest, if not the quietest, turbo trainers on the market. So that is good news for my neighbours. Also good for me, because I like turbo training when my daughter is in bed. Well, it's not that I like turbo training when she's in bed. It's the only time I get to do it sometimes. I'm really keen to try out both erg mode and the road surface simulation that I've heard about. Apparently, when you're riding on Zwift, you can get the turbo trainer to mimic the feel of riding on gravel. No idea how that works, but I'm quite keen to try it. Probably worth mentioning whilst I'm messing about with the cable here, I'm just trying to make it look tidy and hide it under the mat. Worth mentioning that this turbo trainer, you can actually use it when it's not plugged into the mains, because the action of you pedalling through the cassette, that powers the motor that changes the resistance on it. So that's pretty cool. Aww. cutie. Anyway, apart from playing with Catwoman, all I've got to do is stand this up into its full height position, which you do by lifting it up, clicking those, dropping it, clicking the legs into place. I'm making this look far more difficult than it really is. You just do that. Then I can put my bike in. What a dignified position I'm doing this in. Put my bike on and give it a go. Well, that was easy. It's just paired itself. Right. The turbo trainer is quiet, it really is quiet, but my bike is making a racket. So I am going to do a bit of an overhaul on the road bike. I need to check whether the chain has stretched, because obviously I've got an old chain and a new cassette. Definitely the chain needs some oil, if nothing else. And then I just want to make sure that everything is done up correctly that I've installed today on the trainer, because you know I didn't have the right wrench, did I? So I think if I just give everything a little TLC, then it should be super duper quiet, because yeah, I can hear all sorts of clunking and rubbing and whirring, and it's my bike rather than the turbo. It feels really nice to ride because it's my bike, so it fits me nicely, but also because it feels like there's a bit of movement. There's definitely a bit of side to side movement, which makes it feel much more like you're really sprinting and much more like you're riding a bike. I mean, it is a bike that I'm riding, but like you're riding one on the road, I guess. I didn't get onto a gravelly section on Zwift to test out the kind of outdoor surface mimicking that it's supposed to do, so I'll have to do that another time. So overall, pretty pleased with it. This is not going to be a review because I mean I've literally just set it up and sat on it, but I guess I'll use it for a bit and then tell you more about how I find it. I can't really think of anything else to say. I feel like I've been talking for ages. Actually took me, I haven't got my watch on, took me a while to set this up, just because I wanted to make sure I got it right, and obviously I'm fanning around moving cameras and lights and stuff, trying to get it done. So I am going to have some lunch, and let me know if you've got any questions about this. Hopefully I can answer them because I'm going to be using it the whole time. Oh, I've talked so much I can't think of anything else to say, so I'll just say goodbye. See ya!